what else should we be asking you? What else do you want us to know about this remarkable world?
I guess I can actually redelegate. I'm a big fan of redelegating responsibility. I'm going to redelegate this question to my chat because I feel like I'm too close to even know what's interesting here. So I'll see if they. The first response simply said, "Ask them about your balls."
Yes. Yeah.
So,
okay. we wanted to go into that
I would also point out that
I don't want it to be testy. Go on.
I shave them in the shower. It's easier.
Well, I want to ask you guys on a similar. I want to ask you guys how you feel about Mind Goblin.
Pretty good, I guess. What is it?
Mind Goblin these nuts.
Oh.
You know, it's funny because my two sons were going to create a cider company called Charles Dickens.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Those can you go?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
That has those memes have infected the internet over the past year. It's like first it was Candace. That's another one. They ask you who's Candace. They say that Kentucky is the only state that begins with the letter K, and then you say, well, what about Kansas? And then of course, and so on and so forth. So I actually I got Mind Goblin at the beginning of my 78-hour stream, and so of course I have to pass continue the cycle of abuse and pass it on to you guys now.
Thank you.
I guess I actually did see one that was pretty interesting. There is a caveat to all this. So despite the fact that there is a way for all of us to connect, the new thing that's being researched is parasocial relationships. And I'm kind of curious if you guys have any insight on that, because it's one of those things where it's like, on the one hand, all these people get a window into my life, but I don't get a window into theirs. So they all know me much, much better than I know them. And so sometimes, and it's not just me, it's a constant thing that happens to all sorts of content creators, where there's a problem where sometimes viewers will get a little too cozy, a little too comfortable, say something they maybe shouldn't say. And then it's, at that point, it like, there kind of needs to be the talk of just like, hey, like, how do you even address that sort of stuff? It's a complicated relationship that can be formed because people sometimes because they don't have boundaries, and because we don't know each other in real life because of the computer screens and whatnot. So that actually is, I will say, the one caveat. If I don't know if you guys have any insight on that sort of idea of just like a one-way relationships in a way.
Oh shit, yeah, Zem, I didn't tell you, or I didn't tell your guy. Did either of your parents grow up watching this show Zoom?
I'm scared to say anything.
No, it's there was an old TV show. You can ask your parents if they grew up in Billy or on Zoom, but nonetheless, to answer your question.
But I know where Tom's going with that, though. It's a celebrity status, right? That you guys share, right? You are a celebrity, Zam, and they're seeing what they want of you, what you're willing to put out there, right? You may be a much more open book than a celebrity where they're watching on TV and they think they know that person. Mm-hmm. But Dr. Joe was a childhood celebrity. If you look behind him, that's his picture on the world, the nationally renowned awarded 70s program Zoom. He's Joe.
My goodness. I'm gonna call my mom.
See the
about
picture
that
now?
Yeah.
Look it up. That's right. PBS Kids. To answer your question,
do you see that similarity in your question?
Kind of, yeah, for sure.
I also see it in being a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Because as a psychiatrist, I have the amazing privilege and opportunity of working with people in their time of need and learning about who they are and why they do what they do. And they get to just sort of guess about what I do. Who's Nightmare 3? He knew. Joe Schrand. That's right. Nightmare 3, one of your guests. That's right. It's true. So yeah, there's a remarkable it's a remarkable opportunity and privilege to help people. And Zim, I think I'd like to think that's part of what you recognize and why it's so appealing. I have the rare privilege of what I consider one definition of success. I love going to work and I love going home. And right now with Telly, I get to do both at the same time, which is great. But it's a remarkable thing to be able to help people and to have a community that begins to trust you, respect you, and value you. So it's pretty cool.
Stretch the